Hey guys, going to do another cooking episode, but we're going to do something a little bit different on this one. I'm going to show you guys how to set your cooking a little bit aside from somebody who's just a regular home cook. Nothing wrong with home cooking, the best cooking in the world, because you're always talking about, oh, it tastes homemade. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. But from a professional cook's perspective, I'm going to show you a really couple neat, easy, delicious sauces that I have made for myself in a restaurant setting. Although this one is not, because this is new, but I just switched it from another sauce to this sauce. But the same basic principles. Couldn't be easier, couldn't be more simple. And what I'm thinking of is, like, when you're traveling, or even in your hometown, is there a restaurant that you go, man, that sauce is just amazing? I'm thinking about in Wilmington, North Carolina, there's a place called Flaming Amy's, and they have this thing called the shrimp sauce. Unbelievable. Cannot tell you how much I love that. It's just an amazing thing, and that's one of the reasons why I go back there all the time. So, all right, so these are Mayo-based sauces. I just got some $2, $2.40 or whatever this was, mayonnaise from Walmart, and I got the Gulden's spicy mustard. That was like $1.50. Of course, I have a lemon, and I always have Italian seasonings. I do a lot of generic Italian seasonings, and this is something my daughter just turned me on to. It's Frank's Red Hot Sweet Chili. Now, I am actually on a low-carb diet, but I have a friend coming over, and I'm going to make her a sauce that I think that she would like. So, first things, let's talk about the ratios. The ratios on these are going to be 5 to 1, and I'm going to do 6 ounces. So in this first one, I'm going to do 5 ounces of this mayo, and then 1 ounce of the spicy mustard, and then I'm going to do about 1.5 ounces of Italian seasoning. Yes, 1.5 ounces. That's a lot. And in fact, if you're going to try this at your campsite or at your home, I would try about half that, because I like really big, bold flavors. Trust me, that's what that is. So I'm going to take about 5 ounces. Not really measuring too much, but I've done this enough to where I know I can do that. So 5 ounces, 1 ounce or so, and then, like I said, 1.5, 1 3/4 ounces of the Italian seasonings. And this is kind of going to favor a dill sauce. I don't know if you guys have ever had a mayo-based dill sauce with the Italian seasonings and with the spicy mustard. It's going to just really, really come out and be something that you probably haven't had before. You may have had a dill sauce, but not like this. There's the spice from the mustard and the Italian seasoning. Set it aside as something special too. Okay, that's it. I'm going to set that aside. That sauce is done. Same thing with the, I could just call this the Red Hot sweet sauce. So you got 5 ounces, same thing, or so. Here we go, about 5 ounces. And then we're going to do 1 ounce of this Red Hots. And I think I forgot to tell you, this is about $3.50. This was a splurge for me. I don't typically spend that much on sauces. Having said that, this is one of my favorite sauces, and my daughter Kelsey, I'm not very pleased that you showed me this, dear, because I love it. Especially, it doesn't go with my low carb anyway. So then we're going to do 5 ounces of the mayo, 1 ounce of the Frank's Red Hot Sweet Chili, and then half of a lemon squeezed fresh. And that's it. Mix it up real good. Alright. So I'm going to teach you another trick that I was taught when I first started cooking. We're going to pipe this in, because I'm going to put it in a clear ketchup bottle to make it easier to deal with, which even makes it more fancy. Like you're like putting stuff into a bottle and squeezing it. Not really fancy, but it's exactly the same thing they do in restaurants. Exactly. So I'm going to get all the air out that I can. Push it down like that. seal it up real good. And I got these. These were $1 a piece at the dollar store. All right. Get her ready. Take some nice scissors. Cut that off. Ooh, made a mess. And then that's it. You squeeze the thing into the, get it all out of there. Yeah, and if I was at home, I would have filled this thing up. I would have probably made 12 or 18 ounces of this. This lasts forever. Does need to be refrigerated because of the mayo, but this is about half of one of these things, and this will last me forever. There's the lid. There's that one. Gonna do exactly the same thing. Clean up my mess here a little bit. Do exactly the same thing on this other one. Bada boom, bada bing. Scrape it all down. Y'all can see that. Scrape it all down. All right. Same deal, same procedure. That. Yeah, clean up my mess a little bit. Get rid of some of that air. Push it down there, like that. See if I can make less of a mess this time. Pretend like I know what I'm doing. There we go. I don't know if you can see that. Cut out the little corner of the bag and extract as much as you can. Put a bunch of the bag down there, then you can squeeze. And that's it. There you go. I'll show you this when we eat some food. The next time I'm putting this on some food. So again, you got your super duper easy. Took me about 6 minutes, 7 minutes on the video, but it should take you about 3 or 4 minutes. And you've got 2 homemade sauces that will blow your mind. Hey guys, I'm finally starting the dollar meal thing that I've been talking about for a long time. I went to the Dollar Tree, and the idea of I guess it's a challenge, is to find something for $1, cook it up, and kind of review it and let you guys know if it's worth anything or not. One of the things I think we're all trying to do, especially of us in van life and RV life, is we're probably not making $1 million a year, so we're trying to do this for as inexpensively as possible and still eat really well. So today, as part of my new diet, I switched from pescatarian to a low-carb diet. I picked up some weight that way, and I just felt better when I was doing low-carb, and I'm only going to be eating 25% of my calories from protein. I'm not going to be eating bacon 3 times a day. I hated that. I did that. I lost a lot of weight that way, but I didn't like the way that I felt. So I'm going to just be doing a little bit of protein and the rest vegetables and still making it low-carb. Anyway, so I was in Dollar Tree earlier today, and it's called Cook and Serve Extra Value Beef Patties. 8 ounces of beefy goodness. Haven't eaten beef in a long time. It'll be interesting to see. And it's $1. It's $1 for 2 hamburgers. And I'll let you guys know. Dollar Challenge, Dollar Tree. I'm going to fry up these beef patties. It says 2 4-ouncers. But I'm just going to make them as 1 8-ouncer, I guess. Oh boy. That's, so far, not great. Doesn't look that great, does it? But I'm not giving up yet. It's beef. How bad can it be, right? All right. And if you've watched my cooking before, you know Morton's Seasonal is pretty much my go-to spice. The other one that I go to that I love, I like more on vegetables, is this Jane's Crazy Original Mixed Up Salt. Those are my 2 favorite spices. And because we have a small space that we live in, you got to combine what you're doing. So those are my go-tos. So Morton's, like that. Got it on high. Get my spatula here. You know, I was walking around the Dollar Tree trying to see what I could cook for you guys for $1. And man, because I travel so many places, I've seen calves brains, which I just couldn't get myself to buy. I mean, I have had really, really crazy, adventurous snails and, you know, all kinds of fish liver and just, I never turn down stuff. I always try it once, but I'm not sure that I can. I bet if it was fresh, I could eat calf's brains, but if it was in a can at the dollar store, it may kill me. So I'm not going to be doing that. But I did find some other stuff. Let me show you. That doesn't look too bad. So I got a dozen eggs for $1. I got this for $1, and then I got a pack of hash browns that were dehydrated for $1. And I think I could get 4 meals out of $3. So I'm going to cook that up next week. So just so you know, that's kind of what I'm thinking when I do this dollar thing. So yeah, and then from here, man, it's just cooking a hamburger. This was, like I said, 2 hamburgers, but I'm going to make it one kind of big one. It's a half a pound for gosh sakes. But anyway, I'll bring you guys in when I'm flipping it and got some color on it. Alrighty, here we go. There's that $1 8-ounce hamburger, and then of course there's the salad I made. You know, when I was learning to cook, the old guy that taught me, he taught me very well, and I worked for him for about 2 years, and I was very young, and he always told me, people taste with their eyes first. This is not the most beautiful thing that I've ever cooked. But it was $1, and of course the fresh salad, and it goes along with my new low carb thing, and so I'm going to tuck into this, and I'll tell you guys what I think. Alright, so we're going to try this hamburger. So in a previous video I've showed you guys how to make some sauces. This is a mayo based sauce. It's got the stone ground mustard and a few herbs and spices, Italian seasonings. It's really good. I'm going to try that on there. And this is that sweet chili mayo and a little bit of lemon squeeze. I'm going to try that as well. These are 2 of my favorite sauces. I'm going to liberally slather that on there. I'm going to try a little bit of this too. Alright, like I said, I cooked the heck out of it just to make sure. See what this hamburger tastes like. Tastes like a hamburger. I'm not sure what I thought it was going to taste like, you know, with it being beef and all. That sauce with the stone ground mustard and the Italian seasonings is just the best. Excuse me. Sometimes my beard gets so long it gets in my mouth. It's pretty good. Of course, the summer salad. I mean, if I had a guest over here and we'd cut that in half, that would have fed us both. I really can't say anything bad about it. I'm not going to give it a star or a rating, or I guess the only thing that I would say is, and I'm making these rules up as I go, is would I do it again? Yeah, I probably would. I don't eat beef very much, and even when I'm doing low carb, I'll do chicken or pork, lots of fish. But once in a great while, I would do this again. So I'm not gonna say it's the best piece of hamburger I've ever had. I am going to tell you that it was a half a pound of ground beef for $1, and then I give it a thumbs up. Not bad.